Yeah, so I hope I am audible to all of you properly. So today we'll continue our this ideal IV characteristics of PN junction diode derivation. So in the last class, that means in yesterday's class, we discussed this diagram. So this diagram involving your electric field variation, then how can we get potential, then what is the carrier concentration variation, that means whole carrier concentration variation from p side to n side under forward biased, and this variation in whole carrier concentration, that means from majority carrier in the p plus side to minority carrier in n side, this variation in the carrier concentration under the forward bias will give us the potential or the psi naught minus V, or the reduction in the potential, built-in potential. So that Boltzmann relationship we have derived in last class, as well as we have seen this carrier flow diagram. So under forward bias, how the different carriers, that means holes from the p side injected, and then electrons from the inside injected, and for these injected holes from the p side there are two components. So one component will go to the n side, essentially crossing this space charge region, and then another part will come and will recombine with the injected electrons from the inside. So there are two parts of your electron this supply from the p side. Similarly, in case of electron also, like one part will go to recombine the holes which are injected from the p side, and the another part will be injected towards your p side. So this is the carrier flow diagram, and this diagram we should just keep it in mind. So because to understand the your current or so essentially your current is coming from this carrier distribution. So if we can remember this carrier flow, so then it will be easier for us to understand the current voltage characteristics of diode. So then we have derived this Boltzmann relationship, and finally we came to this relationship. So from this relationship we can clearly mention that the capital del P. So what was the capital del P? Capital del P was the excess number of holes at the depletion edge. So this was the capital del P. So this is the depletion edge, you know. So this is the depletion edge towards your N side. This is the depletion edge towards your P side. Now at this depletion edge, you have this capital del P amount of injected holes. So those holes, see, this is the this dotted line represents this equilibrium carrier concentration. Now since you have forward biased your PN junction, so you have this excess amount of carriers or excess amount of holes at this depletion region. So essentially this holes we represented using del P, but del P is a function of your X. So you can see, so it will gradually decay, so due to the diffusion. So but at the edge we are considering the see this del P at the edge of your depletion edge, so it is capital del P. So this capital del P is exponentially varying with your potential or your applied forward bias potential. So this equation, from this equation, so few more comments, like one first comment is that this equation will give us the exponential current voltage characteristics of our diode. At the same time, how this, if we look at just if we quickly see that how we arrive to this particular equation or this carrier concentration dependence on the applied voltage. So we can see that this is coming from the Boltzmann relationship, and this is once again coming, this Boltzmann relationship is once again coming from the Fermi-Dirac distribution. So Fermi-Dirac distribution, if we after considering this approximation like energy greater than 3 kT, so we can approximate that Fermi-Dirac distribution function as Boltzmann equation. So from that onwards, we actually arrived to this particular equation. Another this thing, just I'm trying to correlate all the concept, because essentially the concepts will remain same, but the way we arrive is different. So another thing is, see, I think we have that. So another thing you would know, like from band diagram perspective, once again I'm drawing, I have drawn it several times. So since this is this, let's say, so this is the after forward biasing. So after forward biasing, so your this built-in potential is reducing from this psi naught to psi naught minus V. So then again, you know, here your electron concentration has this kind of variation. So this carrier concentration variation dependence, so above conduction band, or the electron concentration here in case of this diagram it is EC, so this is electron. So this variation of electron above conduction band with energy, so this is actually exponential, or it is following this your Boltzmann relationship. So this so because you know that earlier it was the part which will diffuse towards your p side, the electrons, and now due to this forward biasing, now your built-in potential reduced from psi naught to psi naught minus V. So now this whole lot of this your carriers or electrons will be able to cross this space charge region and able to reach this p side. So here these electrons, they have this exponential, this variation with the energy. So again, this energy and potential, you know that energy and potential all are related. Like if you multiply this energy with the Q, so you'll get the potential. So so this is the primary concept. Now next, now we need to arrive to our current equation. So your current equation, so let me go to that diagram once again. So we have analyzed now the space charge region. So this within the space charge region we have analyzed, and we have now arrived to that del P variation, or the carrier excess hole concentration variation with the voltage or the forward bias V. Now what is happening after this means what is happening in this quasi-neutral region, because this is the space charge region once again, and this is the quasi-neutral towards your inside. So this distribution or this variation will decide your current. So what is this current? Now to understand that this distribution properly, we need to draw this distribution in your linear scale, because you can see here since this is a log scale, so again it is very difficult to show you this magnetic area distribution. Once again, when drawing this carrier distribution in linear scale, we will not be able to show both type of carrier because of the variation. Both type of carrier means both majority carrier as well as minority carrier, because majority carrier order is of the order of, you know that 16, 10 to the power 16 or 10 to the power 17. Now this minority carrier variation of the order of 10 to the power 4, 5. So in linear scale, we will not be able to show both this distribution. But since this minority carrier, this profile, so here in case of this diagram, it is the hole concentration variation in the quasi-neutral N region. So this variation we will try to draw once again, and we'll see how we can arrive to our current equation. Another important thing, and another important this assumption Here, see, now you have holes here. Just let me draw. Let's say these are the holes injected from the P side. Whether these holes will arrive to this terminal. So this is the depletion edge, and this is the quasi-neutral region just starting. Now the question is, these injected holes from the P plus side, so they will reach to this this terminal of this N plus side. So there will be diffusion or there will be drift. So what will be the reason, or what type of carrier transport will be there? Because it has the gradient, because here at the depletion edge del P will be higher than your small del P, like so here your carrier concentration will be of course higher than this carrier concentration here. And at the same time, just try to focus on this particular concept, because see, here we have hole, and it is likely that this here we are applying negative terminal, so holes will be easily attracted towards this negative bias, because these are holes and it will attract. So then it is also possible that you will have drift, because again if you have carrier motion due to the electric field, so that is your drift kind of carrier transport. But at the same time, there is a magnetic carrier concentration gradient, or there is a gradient in hole concentration from this edge towards this edge. So which type of carrier transport we can see here? And we need to here we the carrier transport that we'll observe is the diffusion, not the drift. What is the reason? The reason is, see, if you just try to recall last class, we took few assumptions. So as per that assumption, we have considered that whatever the voltage we are applying outside this P plus and inside, so that is essentially appearing across the space charge region. And we have considered that the voltage appearing in this quasi-neutral region, that means Vn, closely equal to 0. So that is why there will be no drift of this injected holes, and they will diffuse. And this is another approximation. So for this, we need to fill up this approximation table once again. So here would see, just if you are unable to follow me, you can let me know once again. I'll explain, because this is another important assumption. So now we are in quasi-neutral region. Here we have this transport equation. So what will be the approximation? We will have diffusion of carriers. So the transport that we are going to have due to the diffusion. Diffusion approximation for minority carrier. Minority carrier. So similarly, since we have this diffusion approximation of this minority carrier for this transport equation, and considering this continuity equation, we'll have the diffusion continuity equation, like the diffusion of minority carrier will be dominated in this quasi-neutral region when considering this continuity equation. So here also we'll write this approximation. So this is also diffusion continuity. For minority carrier. So these are the assumptions. Now let us see what will be the carrier transport. And for that, I'll try once again, because we need to draw that minority carrier concentration in this quasi-neutral region in the linear plot to understand it in a better way. So this is the carrier flow, and the this device schematic I have already drawn for your reference. So let me try to draw this myotic carrier concentration in the linear scale. So we'll have this kind of variation. This kind of variation. So this is the del P. And this is your del N. This is the myotic carrier concentration in linear scale. And these are all exponential. Just we have derived that equation. So this is the exponential variation. And now if we take the tangential to this initial slope of this myotic carrier concentration variation, so this will give us, okay, let me enlarge this. So this is the tangent to the initial slope of this myotic carrier concentration. This is exponential. Sorry. So this length is called, here it is, LP. LP, or diffusion length of your holes. So this is the diffusion length of your holes. Again, see here another thing, this regarding the width. If you once again recall the initial assumption, so this was the Wn, and we considered this Wn is very, very greater than LP. So this is the reason that this diffusion length, or this is the meaning of this this term, or this assumption, is that the injected holes should be given enough room so that they recombine. So this is the decay. This is the exponential decay of your myotic carrier holes injected from the P plus side. So this Wn very, very greater than your diffusion length of holes means these holes which are injected from the P side will get enough room to recombine with the electrons, because this is the recombination happening. So this is the your electrons injected, and this is the this is the holes injected, and this is the electrons coming and recombining. So that is why this Wn should be greater than very, very greater than LP. Otherwise, what will happen? There is something called short diode. So the overall behavior, everything will be different. So that is a special type of diode or special case. So, but for this general this case, we need to consider this assumption: Wn should be greater than very, very this Wn should be very, very greater than your diffusion length of holes, so that it can recombine with the electrons supplied from this inside. So this is the thing. And again, from this exponential, these characteristics we have already just derived. So this is del P equals to P naught e to the power V by thermal voltage Vt minus 1. Now, another quick observation from this plot is I have drawn this del P higher than del N. What is the reason behind this? If we write the equation for this both capital del N, capital del P and capital del N, it will be clear. So because your capital del N is equals to, I think here it will be Pn naught, because this should be the equilibrium parameter. And similarly, your del N should be equal to N P naught, injected electron concentration in the p side. So this is the moiety carrier electrons under equilibrium multiplied exponential v by vt minus 1. So from these two equations, you can easily guess that, see, this was the p plus. So this is the, here we have large more number of holes than the majority carrier here, the number of electrons. So that is why here the minority carrier holes will be higher. So this Pn naught term will be higher than the Np naught term because of this doping concentration, and that is why this we have drawn this capital del N and capital del P this way, like capital del P will be always higher than the capital del N because of the highly doped P plus side and moderately doped N side. So this is the minority carrier concentration or the injected minority carrier profile in the linear scale. Now, I hope that I will be able to draw.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sorry.
Sir, once could you please explain why del N is less than del P?
Yeah, see this term. I think this term, you know, from this previous equation, we got this. So this is the term. And similarly here we can write del N is Np naught to the power P by Pt minus 1. Right? So now, what is this Pn naught? So because this Pn naught is the minority carrier in the N side. Now this is slightly doped again. So if I give you this example, like let's say it was doped 10 to the power 16 level. So if it is silicon, so then your Pn naught will be 10 to the power 4. That means here, if your electrons concentration is 10 to the power 16, your whole concentration will be 10 to the power 4. This is under equilibrium, not biased. And now this is P plus, that means it is highly doped. So let's say here the whole concentration is 10 to the power 17. So what will be the minority carriers or electron concentration here? So that will be 10 to the power 3. So that means this 10 to the power 3 or 10 to the power 4 is nothing but this is the Np naught and this is the Pn naught. And that is why, see, here before this exponential, this term, we have this multiplier Pn naught and Np naught. So obviously your this del N will be smaller because your Pn naught, sorry, your Np naught is smaller than your Pn naught, because you can see this is 10 to the power 3 order, this is 10 to the power 4 order. So that is why this is high. And once again, this is linear scale. So we need to show this because one order of change, it should be visible in this linear scale. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I have another meeting. Okay. Let me quickly draw the current equation. So because this current equation that will, the diode current equation that we'll get is due to this excess or injected carrier concentration. So here our injected carrier concentration is whole concentration profile, and here our injected carrier concentration is electron carrier concentration. That will decide our current. And now these are the exponential. We can see that with the X, it has exponential variation. So that if we, so there will be diffusion current, and diffusion current is nothing but the derivation of this carrier concentration. Yeah, 27 नंबर पता नहीं, अब देख 19 है, 19 हाँ लिखा है, साइड में लिखा है. अच्छा हाँ ठीक है. Okay, sorry. So since this is exponential equation, now to derive the current equation, we need to take the derivation. So the derivation of exponential equation will be another exponential equation. So then our current equation will look like, for the whole distribution in this N side. See, once again, another I can take a different color maybe. So this is another exponential equation, because we are just simply taking the derivation of this carrier concentration, and similarly here also we'll have this. Let me draw this. So this is the, again, since this del n del p has this dissimilarity, we'll have this dissimilarity in the current density also. So this is the your let's say this is the Jp. So this is the current density due to this your hole concentration, injected hole at the depletion edge. This is the edge, and it will also vary this exponentially. And this is the current density at the due to electrons at this depletion edge. So this is the Jn. Okay, so now see, just quickly, one another thing I'll remind. See, our overall objective is to find out the variation of your electron concentration, hole concentration, hole concentration current, or hole current density, electron current density, as well as electric field. So how these 5 parameters are varying within the device as a function of x, that we need to find out. And if you look at, so eventually we have already seen this is the variation of your electron concentration and hole concentration. So with the x, or spatial variation of electron and hole concentration. Now we will try to find out this Jp and Jn variation with the x. And this electric field variation we have already seen earlier, like this electric field has this kind of variation. So this is the in the forward bias. So now let us see this. So now we know this Jn and Jp, and that too, this Jn we know in the p side, Jp we know in the n side. Now to get the complete current density J, we need to understand both the current density for your hole as well as the current density for your electron. But here we have either of them missing. So how to get the complete picture? What will be the total current? What will be the total current J? See here another important assumption or important condition. All this carrier transport we are considering under steady state. Steady state means there will be no change in the current density within this device. So this is steady state. Steady state, and you know, there will be like, if one thing is steady state, the opposite is your transient state. So the steady state means there will be no variation in the current across the device. Again, in this depletion edge, or in this base charge region, due to the steady state this condition, there will be no recombination. So again, this is why I am calling this recombination. See, I am saying that there will be no variation in Jp, Jp, or let's say dJp dx or dJn dx is equal to 0 or closely equal to 0 in this space charge region. So this will come again from the actual this behavior point of view, because this depletion region is of the order of few microns, and within this few micron we can ignore that there is no recombination. So there is no recombination happening. Remember, the recombination is there in this quasi-neutral region, but in this so this recombination can happen in this quasi-neutral region, and that is why we are getting this distribution of moietic area concentration. But we are considering there is no recombination is happening within this space charge region, and due to that we can consider that Jp del Jp dx equals to 0 as well as del Jn dx equals to 0. essentially there is no recombination because the space charge region is really very thin. But in the neutral region, there will be recombination. But in the phase charge region, there will be no recombination. So in that case, we can write, so I should have drawn it in dotted line, but okay. Anyway, this is not. So this is the, because there is no change in the current density, whole current density and the electron current density with the space, or there is no spatial variation of whole current density and electron current density. And this Jp and Jn we have already derived at this depletion H from this previous equation, just taking the derivation. So now we have this picture. Like we know this complete, there will be constant current density or whole current density as well as the constant electron current density throughout your depletion region. Now we know if we just simply add this Jp and add this Jn within the space charge region, we'll get the total current J. And this total current will be constant throughout the device because this is under steady state. So there will be no variation. So component wise there could be variation. Do not get confused. The component wise there might be variation and there will be variation. Like component means current density for electron, current density for hole. But overall there's constant current should flow. So this is the current, and this is the actually the summation of Jn and Jp. Okay, and this Jn and Jp, this thing you can easily write from this above equation. Your Jn will be, because we know this is the del N, the carrier concentration, so it will be your Q dN del N divided by Ln. So again, similarly, you can find out the Jp. So Jp is the current density at this depletion edge. And if you take the summation of this both, we'll get the total current. So I am stopping here. Actually, I have another meeting. So I'll continue this in the next class. Okay, so I am stopping here. And after this, Arpit we will discuss few numericals based on the PN junction under equilibrium as well as the PN junction under bias. So now, Arpit, you can continue this tutorial session.
Sir.
So I'm stopping here. If you have any question, we will discuss on Tuesday. Okay. Okay, I'm stopping here. Thank you.
Sir, I guess you should recording because it will go on and on.
Okay, I should stop recording.
Yeah, if you're not here after this, then
okay, I'll stop recording. Okay, fine. So you can start recording your session, because in that case we can share that recorded tutorial session with the others.
Sir, but I don't have the host control.
Okay, I'll start it separately. Okay, fine. For the time being, I'm stopping this recording.